Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the TheRcSaylors, and in this video we're going to take a nice look at the Eachine H8C. With Christmas coming up right around the corner, this is a really good budget-friendly gift-priced idea.
Yes, so hopefully it flies well.
Right, and we want to take a quick look inside this box to see what comes inside, to show you guys all the parts and everything that you can expect to get from the Eachine H8C. And through the magic of YouTube, everything is out of the box. I do kind of recommend that you keep this box. The tray was nice to keep everything organized, especially if you just don't have any good storage methods yet for your quadcopters. So there you have it.
It matches.
Nice.
Done.
Everything, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, we'll have it linked in the description box below. It does come with instruction manuals, so hold on to that because it tells you what the buttons do. A little baggie with your spare parts inside. Inside this bag are two props, a screwdriver for proper replacement, and probably a screw on the back of the transmitter, and then a little USB charger. So that's going to charge the battery in this quadcopter.
Which does not come out.
Right, it's a permanent battery inside. You've got to plug it directly into the quadcopter. So one good thing about that is you don't have to fiddle with the battery. A negative thing about that is if you fly it 500 times or so and it kills the battery, you're not going to be able to replace the battery.
Is that the camera?
That's the camera.
That looks really weird. It is a fixed pitch camera. It almost just
Tiny.
looks like there's a little pinhole dot in it. It doesn't look like a camera at all.
And then the little transmitter, it's ergonomically shaped really well. Kind of like a PlayStation or an Xbox controller.
And it has an on-off switch.
I do like on-off switches quite a bit. Although, since the battery's stuck in there, it basically has to have one.
Basically.
And then this one's really designed more for thumb flyers. You crazy pincher flyers will struggle, I think, to hold this one. I really like the design because I'm a thumb flyer. And all we need to do now is charge this and see how it does.
And see how the features work.
That's right. We've made it out with a charged battery on our Eachine H8C, and Popeye is more than ready to go. He is whining to chase this. So let's kick it on, and at the end of the video I will show you guys the functions, the controls of the transmitter. So if you lose your instructions and you want to know what buttons do what, just stick around to the end and I'll show you all those buttons. So my favorite way to turn these on is transmitter first and then the quad. We'll see if that's the right way on this one. Probably not. Throttle up, throttle down.
Never is, Nathan.
It's not, so we're gonna... This guy is quadcopter on first, and then the transmitter. Now the lights flash, and it goes solid, and we heard the beep. Throttle up, and we're ready to fly. I'm trying to take off from the table so Popeye doesn't get it on takeoff.
Oh man!
He is ready to go.
Come stand by me.
Okay, initially I really do like the way this flies. It's a little on the feathery side, but I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. Popeye should calm down in just a minute. Let's see if we can snap a picture. We'll fly a little higher so it's not just the grass. I imagine pressing it once is for photos, and press and hold for video, I would say. So we should be doing some video action now.
Alright, you gotta, right now with the sliding, you either gotta stay above the tree line or below the tree line.
Okay, stay above, because the camera is angled so far down, I think staying above is probably our best bet. So I know that this quad can do flips. Let's toss one right at it here. Very nice tight flip. I'm very impressed with that, actually. We'll pull it back over here some. Let's hit a back flip again. Popeye still wants that. Man, we'll do a back flip. Try a back flip here. There we go. Nice back flip. Don't lose any altitude on the flips, which is super impressive. Let's get the quad facing us more. I'm coming. Over here a little bit for Abby. It should be filming us, I think, the camera angle. Now we have higher rates, so I'm going to fly a little faster. It does fly a little better in rate 2. And let's see if it has a rate 3. It does. So there's the cyclones. It's a little sluggish. But only compared to some of the other crazy ones we've seen on the channel. It's actually really agile and pretty easy to fly. What a beautiful sky too. I don't know if the camera is doing it much justice, but man, it looks good. Now, I encourage you guys to not fly around power lines like I am doing right now. I have to fly kind of high so you guys can get a good view with the camera that we're using. It's getting later in the evening, and so I wanted you guys to be able to see it flying around It's supposed to have a headless mode too, so I want to try that.
Do you want to come down lower? Just let me know.
Okay, we should be in headless mode, so I'm rotating and pulling towards me, and it's coming towards me. So the headless mode works surprisingly well on this. I'll come back out of that and see how it does. Let's fly lower for Popeye's sake. And then I'm going to do a one key return, a return to home. So just press and hold the same button.
Here we go.
And it's, I'm not, okay, it's coming back, but it's off to the side a little, so it could be better.
Better than usual, though.
Yeah, better than usual. Well, let's have a little fun with Popeye and just kind of chase him around a little lower. I like the lights on this. I keep seeing them shine through. It's got the red on the front and the blue in the back. Can you see it on camera?
Yeah.
Cool. Right now I'm sure we're just filming the ground because the camera angle is so low. So when you're flying low, you're not going to be filming much. Would you like to fly it?
You keep flying it for a little bit.
Okay.
How long do you think the battery lasts?
I don't know. I mean, I've gone through all the features, and usually that's a good testing point. Some quads, after you've showed all the features, it's ready to land, but this one acts like it still has pretty good power. We'll do a throttle punch. That's a punch, so probably not a lot of
And that's
juice
the
left.
highest rate?
This is the second highest rate.
Oh, what's the highest rate?
There's the highest rate.
Now throttle punch.
Well, that doesn't, well, sometimes it affects
Sometimes
it.
it
That's
does.
throttle punch right there. So
Do it one more time.
that's throttle punch. That was full throttle. And that's full throttle coming out of it. So I enjoy, oops, I'm sorry. That's the highest rate.
So there's 4 rates?
No, there's 3. I must have been flying in the lowest rate.
No.
There's the lowest. I like rate 2.
No. Oh.
That is the best one, in my opinion. And I want to stop filming to make sure it saves. If it does what it's supposed to do, then we should have taken one picture and one fairly long video. Now the micro SD card is not included, so if you buy this while you're shopping around on the store, we'll have it linked below. Make sure you pick yourself up a micro SD card. We're using a 4 gigabyte micro SD card. You should be able to get them for like a couple bucks. Popeye likes chasing these a lot now. They're like his little buddies. When he gets up close to it, he doesn't know what to do with it, but he enjoys chasing them around. Get it, Popeye?
It's a game.
Yeah. Get it, Popeye. You can do it. You can do it. It's fun. This is, I think the size of this quad is about perfect for a backyard flyer like we're doing right now. It's not too big. You don't have to worry about not being able to fly all around and do fun things. And it's not too small that it can't handle a little wind and stuff. Look at him go. You think I can do a spot landing on the table? I'm gonna give it a shot.
Cool.
Not too bad.
It's my turn?
Sure, yeah, it's probably pretty low, so sorry about that if it is. It's in rate 2.
What's front?
Red is front, yeah.
Well, this is a weird kind of transmitter to hold.
Yeah, it feels good once you get kind of used to it though.
Yes, you kind of hold it, sorry, like this.
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Holy moly, Popeye. It does not have much
Right. It's the battery's getting low. Just stay high away from Popeye, but below the tree line for the camera. And rate 2 is the one it's in now, and I enjoy it a lot. If you want to do a flip, it's the top right button. And if you want to do rate changing,
That's a really good forward.
yeah, the battery's just getting a little low after I took it through all those functions.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Oh yeah? Oh,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
It
Yeah.
still go, but it's blinking.
Okay.
Good job, Popeye. You did good. You did good. Oh, you did good.
Get it, Popeye.
Alright. Trade ya.
Abby noticed it. If you can see, we could see it very well. The lights are all flashing really fast to let you know that your battery's low, which means it's time to land and save the health of your battery. So I'm going to turn the quad off with my on-off switch, which I like a lot. I'll turn the transmitter off with a little button here on the front. All in all, this is a good flying quadcopter with a fixed pitch camera on there. The camera is not going to be anything to set any records with. You're not going to be hired as a professional film person or photographer with this camera on here, or by any means, but if it worked out and looked good, you'll see it in the video when we get it edited. Remember, you'll need your own micro SD card. We just threw a small cheap one in there for about $1. And all the functions on the transmitter worked really well. I like the fact that it operates on AA batteries. They're a little more common than AAA batteries. So 4 of those to fly the quad, and they'll probably last you a year or more in this transmitter. The thumbsticks felt really good, and the functions were, well, they're not labeled, which is a downside, but they made sense to me. It's a pretty common layout. So the top right button is your flip button. You hit that and then you give it a direction to decide which way you want to flip. The top left is your rate, and you'll hear it beep once, twice, or 3 times to tell you what rate you're in. Once is the lowest, 3 times is the highest. When you're in the highest rate, it's more agile. And these little directional buttons are your trims, but the up and down on the left side function as the additional functions on the quad. So when you press it up, it takes a photo. When you press and hold up, it does video. When you press down, you're now in headless mode, meaning no matter which direction the quad is facing, when you push away, it will fly away. And the same goes for all the other directions. And then when you press down again, you'll be out of headless mode. You press and hold down on this side, and it will supposedly, if it's all working out okay, fly back to you or close to where it took off. So you can interrupt that anytime with the directions. I think this is a pretty good quadcopter. If you got this as a gift, or you got it for someone as a gift, or even for yourself, I don't think you'll really be disappointed in anything. It's a pretty good quad for a cheap price, and you really can't complain too much about that. It's not going to do long range flights or GPS things because it's cheap and doesn't have those things. But for the stuff that it does have, it does a fine job. If you want to check it out for yourself, we'll have a link in the description box below. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys in the next video.